In episode 8, 6 years have passed, and with the Driftmark succession suddenly critical, Renara attempts to strike a bargain with Rhaenyra's and combine both the House of Velaryon and Targaryen yet again, this time with her sons and I think Rhaenyra's granddaughters. Anyway, they try to talk about that, and all of them go to King's Landing and meet up with Alyssa and Viserys and all the other people in that castle, and try to sort of just discuss everything and try not to kill each other, basically. A bit later, Rhaenyra and Daemon go to visit Viserys in his bedroom, and it's shown that his illness that has become more and more prominent as the show's gone on has started taking his toll even more. He's now very skinny. He's got a lot of marks on him, like a lot of scarring, scabs and all that. It's very bad, and they're kind of talking about the idea of the succession and also kind of catching up a bit. A bit later, we get some more, character moments, including, with Rhaenyra's kids, who are now a bit older. We kind of find out that she's having yet another baby, which will make that like 4, because I guess the birth scene was skipped over this time, thankfully, and now I think we're at 4 children in total. And a little bit later after that, Rhaenyra, brings the babies over to Viserys and mentions that she named one of them after him, and it's pretty sweet, and I like that. As everyone meets up in the throne room, they're discussing the succession some more. I think Odo, the Hand of the King, is trying to speak for him or something like that, and then before that really starts, Viserys himself decides to come downstairs, and it's a little powerful, I'm not gonna lie. He's trying his best to walk his way to the throne just with his cane, and by the end of it he almost kind of falls a bit, drops the crown, and when he thinks someone is just some random guy's just trying to help him up, turns out to be Daemon. It's really nice. He puts him down on his throne and puts the crown back on his head, and now he is part of the conversation, and they start to talk about it. And then I think Rhaenyra's brother-in-law or someone like that is talking mad shit. He's like, I'm the true blood Valyrian, I should be on the throne. And then he starts talking, about Rhaenyra's children yet again, because everyone likes to talk about them. And he just goes on and says that with, precise punctuation, he not only calls them bastards, but he calls Rhaenyra a whore. And just as Viserys is like, hold your tongue, because you're gonna lose it, just as that happens, the guy gets his head cut in half, and it turns out to have been Daemon. And that was like an oh shit moment, because I just, hopped out of my seat and, audibly yelled, kind of like Interview with a Vampire. If you saw my video on that also had a very gory moment that just made me yell. That was pretty good. And then, I guess things settle down now, surprisingly. Quite a while after that, everyone, is kind of at the table having a dinner. Now that they've sort of agreed that they might as well do the succession thing, and now Renara's kids will be married to Rhaeris's grandkids. Or, one of Renara's sons will marry one of Rhaeris's granddaughters. So that's kind of nice. The two other boys, Aegon and I think it was Aedon, the one who got his eye slashed. They're kind of joking around, talking shit to one of the boys. Try not to have a fight, kind of. For the most part, aside from that, everyone's having a decent time. There's even a brief moment where it's sort of silent and everyone's laughing and being cheerful, like one of those types of montages. And Viserys is kind of happy with all that, which is really nice. And then after all of that, he's starting to feel worse. He's taken to his bedchambers, left alone for a bit, and from the way it seems, he might have died by the end, though we'll have to see next episode. I'm only assuming that he's gonna die because his illness has clearly taken a huge toll, and I don't think it's gonna get any better. So that's that. Overall, I really like this episode. I think this is another favorite of mine next to the last episode. There's just a lot happening. It's all really good. I enjoy the acting a lot. I think it was Patty Constance, does a great job again as Viserys, and it's legitimately sad that he's on his last legs. And hopefully things only get better yet again. I'm gonna give episode 8 a 9 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this review for House of the Dragon episode 8. Hope you stay tuned for more. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you all a good day. Goodbye.